Aloha to everyone. Let's continue Geralt of Rivia and finding that witch.
The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
I was thinking about my build, and it should be better to equip my Geralt with the wolf set, not with the Ursin set that everyone is making. For adrenaline point build, yes, adrenalines, I will need them, but since you don't know what I am going to build here and here, although I give clues, my build will shine with the Griffin school techniques and with the wolf armor set, not only because you're from the school of the wolf, but because this build won't be so overpowered. I won't have the most damage reduction if, for example, I have the Ursin set, so it will be an interesting one. Definitely it will fit my style of hybrid Witcher, so I will get not the cat schools but the Griffin schools technique later. I'll definitely reset because one skill point is important in this build, believe it or not. Important, but actually yes, it doesn't matter in the first the game.
Supposed to be a large stone near the pond. There's the boulder. Now right and onto the cart.
Knackers. Let me see how are my reflexes after not playing this game.
Which is honey somewhere nearby.
I don't even have toxicity. That's why there's no counter-attack. Freeze, so they will freeze when they make the counter-attack. But still, I will need the decoction. Or later, we're gonna understand why. Soon.
Miss, the cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on them all.
Watch what you say. She's quick to ire, apt to take revenge.
What's new in the broad? The bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a man.
Anyone home? Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
Recipe for black eyeliner? When deprived of professional products, one can mix up black eyeliner from crushed medicinal charcoal mixed with fresh egg yolk and a drop of lavender oil to keep contaminants at bay. Store the eyeliner in a cool place for at most 3 days, then make a new batch because the old one has surely rotted. Ingest the remaining medicinal charcoal, or it can only do you good.
Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection. A pentagram in chalk.
A letter to Alexander. Darling, I'm writing because you must be worried that I'm still angry. Silly man, you know full well I never hold a grudge long. I forgive you. It's all because of that secretiveness of yours. Is it so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research? I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, deny me that small pleasure. Serat doesn't need you tomorrow evening. Come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine or two or more. Key. Well.
Don't often see baubles like this in Velen. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Skeletons activating portals. Nice.
Well, nice.
That's exactly what I said. Alright, no secret stashes. And these rabbits.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
They're quite playful, these rabbits. If you can see them on the background.
Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Yeah, I don't understand this. You already watched you naked. So.
Keira Metz deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
We're a knight.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
He say anything else about her?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
My undying gratitude. Good enough.
It's nothing to sneeze at, but you've a knack for getting into trouble. I should probably ask for something more immediately deliverable. Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Ah, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he'd found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it.
Those rabbits.
Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's. This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Come on!
Here we are. In the midst of nowhere.
Gavella Glan.
And now.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Of course.
Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
Although we're only level 9, but still. Well, why not?
Ready. Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Keira is now. Damn, you're ugly.
Oh, I forgot I can't make strong attacks when I have torch. Usually you find a lot of recipes here, but I already make so many question marks and travel to the tower near Novigrad. So I don't think that we will find any potions or oils. So interesting downers. They're coming. Oh, here. Man. This foglet here gives troubles. Yes, we should be careful. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. His shadow just hit us. Ah. Come on, I can't jump. Ah. Ah. Man, I got intoxicated. That was ridiculous. Usually I'm able to... Thank you to that project. You made the life of the Witcher easier. And we will survive this attack. So usually you're able to jump there and just cast Igni. But but not this time, unfortunately. Ah.
That stench.
What the heck? There's nothing here. Oh, here it is.
Keira!
Of course.
How you like that?
All right. Let me replenish my potions, if I can actually, I don't know. Yes, it's possible, good. Because I need them.
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats! Get them all! Ah!
Oh, so this is why they're so OP. Yes, now I understand why the rats are just so OP. Yes. Now I understand them.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides,
Go on, finish. Wait, you've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen.
Oh, very well. Let's go.
Usually,
Gavella Glan.
on the internet, I had read that these rats are pretty OP when the enemy upscaling is on, and now I see why. They do unimaginable damage in that marsh.
That's him! That's the elf!
What was that? An illusion?
No, a morphotic projection.
A what projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Lara Doran's heir.
Indeed, it is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tideo, Swallow.
Come now, who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
An old elven hoard.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Spectres.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instruction from you. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Vesemir told me soon after he'd learned to cast Igni, he tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms.
Terrible idea.
Well, he survived.
Of course. Here is just a devastating place. Usually because this vapor can just eliminate your Gwen and you take even more damage. And the first time I came here, I was actually punished. Not by turrets, but by the vapor, toxic one. Oh no. Ooh. Again that vapor. You see? It is just... Yes, thank you. Just thank you. Man, it's always like this. Yes, I can't even cast Igni now because the trigger. Alright, I managed to do it, but still, sometimes I make it without mistakes. Sometimes, of course, you die. So we shouldn't be coming here, but
refreshing. Don't know what you're missing.
But I will go for the treasures and more raids. Oh. I'll get a recipe, I don't know. We shall see. Let's explore this. And hopefully survive. Ah. Look at it. Yes, dog returns.
Just wonderful.
Come on.
Oh. That was because of the rock here, but I was unable to dodge. These triple attacks actually on frenzy are not very helpful because they destroy my rhythm. Yes. Just see it. Oh. Got some hits. I lose form when I'm not playing, but still, nonetheless, it's not an easy area. There's no need to make restarts for a perfect gameplay with no hits to impress my audience. No need. Oh man, so dark.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
Indeed. What a surprise. I played this game so many times. Assassin's trousers now, that's wonderful. With the assassin trousers, as you see, is more slashing damage, vitality, and although we won't have resistance from monsters and elemental, but actually at level 10 I will reset and I will start with the medium build, preparing eventually for my next part of development.
It's similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Cyril, ni for de sol esser in. Cyril, ni for de sol esser in. Hey, Silla Kelpie.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Or maybe I will reset after I got all of the skills that I need. And I will make a lot of critical damage still, so I won't reset quite early. Only when I have the necessary skill points. And thus I won't make it easier now. Although every build after level 10 is easy because you have enough skills.
Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
I will.
Look, they're opening. Let's go. Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very port.
Think that's a swallow.
Come.
Sure it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this passage for Ciri. Come on now.
And here we are.
It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm.
Indeed.
I've a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael recognized. Intruders. Destroy the intruders.
The golem. Not critical.
Just wonderful.
Usually we fight with the golems with Irden because they make them even more slower. Whoa! Now you should be careful. Wow, it's so easy with the light, with the cat school. And those critical hits damage. That's awesome.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it.
Now we may build the potion blizzard that slows the enemy, and together with frenzy and Irden, it slows the enemy to a point where it will be a shame if you are unable to dodge
I've
them.
some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
Oh, Keira, are you trying to flirt with me?
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it? How it will transpire? What will she say? What will she look like?
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. Like, uh-oh.
oh yeah.
Got that feeling again.
Ooh. I hate this body. Oh, this one. Oh, lucky. The Keira
Let's go.
hit him from behind. This guy can literally break through your Gwen, he has a 2 fast attack special attacks too. When he's at level, when he is almost dead, he can do this, and oof, you die instantly on that marsh. But this time I got lucky because Keira eliminated him from behind while I was dealing damage in front. But this golem is definitely
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly.
especially with the enemy upscaling. He's usually level 6, but now he's level 9.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Mage's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
That epic melody in the background.
Froze them before they could attack.
Indeed. Those Wild Hunters.
Shut up! Esai Pisa. Jada Doi Milin Yama. Red! Shin Sabir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side. Darian Annoy! Ready. Stay close.
I love this part of the quest. That battle music.
Hey, Nicola! We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it! Just cover me!
Level 9 Wild Hunt. Ooh. You see, you lose your health quite fast. And usually in that marsh there are many more. Ooh. Pounds. Nothing fresh. I usually avoid him.
I think we might make it.
Of course we can make it. Come on, Keira.
Hey, Nicola!
Come here.
Just one more.
Come on, Keira. Just one more.
Hey, Nicola!
I'm here. Alright.
It worked! Darian and I!
Keira,
What's wrong?
The compass. That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, not on your life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me. Come, we might still catch them.
We may.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Good. Without hitting me.
He awaits us.
Indeed, my second favorite part of this quest will begin now. Duan! You're stubborn.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
Damn, you're ugly.
I wonder how long you last.
Indeed. Interesting question. Should be careful because of his when.
Stay calm. Focus.
Yes, I should stay calm and focus. Although he's regenerating his health. That's like the Gwen version of The Witcher. The Witcher sign. So again. Almost. Again. Oh. Man. What's the chance? So we will be hit 2 times from his Gwen shield. That's ridiculous. But still it happens. Let's see. Come on. So he wasn't able to regenerate his whole health due to our critical hit attacks and fast killing the Wild Hunt. Good.
Are you well and whole? I feared.
Unnecessarily.
Level 10! Ladies and gentlemen.
Another message for Ciri.
Steel sword. That's not great because we're over level 6. And I'll drink this potion. Potion from Tirna Lia. Not that it will heal me a lot, but still. So far. Ooh, Superior Hangman's Venom. That's wonderful. That's exactly what I need. Bloodmoss, Devour's Blood. I need to kill Devour. Oh, which is the upgraded version of Rotfiend and Cubrit, which I have. Good, but we need white go, and I told you that for our superior recipes we're gonna need a lot of wild go, and this means that we will pay a lot for Mandrake, Cordal, and Redanian Herboil, so I already bought 10. Now we have a new slot, and this will be for our acquired tolerance. And now our toxicity will be above 200. So I will continue with this build. I will switch it to the Griffin when I have prepared everything here and eventually here. So you're gonna see why and understand But first, now let me see the toxicity. So we have 191, which is fine. We should calculate how much 75% is. Around 150, 40, 50. And this means that one decoction and 2 potions I won't have trouble with, which is great. Light armor. Let me see. As to slashing is better. Piercing, but we have art. Elemental damage we have, so out of the question. We continue with the Temerian.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Cyril, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Keira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant then.
Oh, really?
If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Of course.
Now, after I safely led you through the cave.
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood.
The ladies of the
The
wood.
crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stop the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
What a key. Here again.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find her, Cyrilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Ladies of the wood.
Why do we even come?
What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it is a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous Hen Ishar flows are said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated blood that Ithlin prophesied an avenger would be born, a destroyer of nations and worlds. Oh, like the Antichrist. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granting control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have been able to control it in full. This merely partial mastery inevitably leads to sudden outbursts of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Behind the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reasons, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subjects of great interest to the brutes mighty and to mages alike. The former counted on the truth of Ithlin's prophecy on an avenger being born who could destroy worlds and who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter, they hoped to harness the magic of Henishire to broaden their own knowledge and powers. Of course, everyone is looking for the power. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress to the Nilfgaardian crown, Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. So this is... you understand now where Ciri is. The Ladies of the Wood. Do you remember the crowns of the Crookback Bog? Go to the video in Vizima where I read about them and I told you that these ladies are dangerous. The gods have abandoned us. The mighty of this earth care not for our fate. Only the ladies of the wood watch over Velen. In fall times, when plague and famine reap their harvest, we must beg the ladies for help. If they see fit, they will hear our pleas and knock back fortune's foul blows. This is how one begs help from the ladies. Find a child, young and innocent, and take it to the Crookback Bog. Seek out the lady's shrine. 'Tis where the trail of treats begins. Set the child off on the trail, and it shall follow the sweet track and find the good ladies. The child will never want for anything again, for the ladies are kind and generous. Stand before their shrine, pronounce your supplication, and the good ladies will hear, for they see and hear all that takes place in their demands. I don't know this word. Should be a synonym for domain or area. If you make the offering as it must be done, your plea shall be heard. I don't know, something's fishy. To send a young and innocent child? Man. The poor audience just doesn't know what will happen. After the white frost. Spiring ash down dreamy hills, past sparkling waters, Tirnalia drifts, slowly, softly, silently, Rivia. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver. Before an ice-bound eye can blink, in distant skies I will watch you descend. Oh.
Mysterious mage herbalist.
The Bear Legend. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear and answer it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials which usually end in their death. The last trial is the hardest. It is called the Trial of the Bear Strength. Few outside the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. But curiously, The inhabitants of Skellige themselves know very little about the berserkers, or Vitkaros as they call them. They don't like to talk about these men-bears, not with our friends, and not even amongst themselves. Oh, these are the berserkers. They are accursed ones. You see, more powerful than bears. We need Gwentu, Devil's Purbow, Igni, and Cursed. Oh. Now finish your soap or a berserkers will come and swallow you whole. Skellige mother scolding a child. So they just shapeshift to bears. A description of their fighting prowess paint them as invulnerable to pain and able to heal any wound received almost at once. If these man-turned beasts truly do exist, one can suppose that, like werewolves and lycanthropes, they are particularly vulnerable to those that harm cursed creatures. But if we were to give credence to ancient songs about these creatures' deeds, about the mass murders and massacres they have committed, we can only hope that no witcher will have to test this hypothesis. Well, perhaps we'll meet berserkers.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Introduction to Applied Magic. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make of magic an art, but the road to virtuously leads through years of practice, study and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres, and was discovered to be a living, changeable and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that in a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic, groups began to form, in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of magic as a science, and these groups, the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one may draw magic power are earth, water, air and fire. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the elemental discussed. Unfortunately, we can't read more.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nehaleni. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
But still, I won't use the eye. Oh. Because...
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Because there's another area here. And we need this eye.
Something here. Where's that artifact Keira gave me?
So an illusion. Let's make it more visible. Arbitrator. And Enhanced Spectral. Arbitrator is one of the best to start early game. Well, actually mid game. As we need to be level 70 and I will use it. Become level 70. Come on. What's this bug? Ah, man. I was going out on the water and... Man. Strange walk, I was too quick. Come on. Game, just don't bug. There are 2 or 3 times where the game can actually bug through a loading scene or like this. I'm sorry, but I have to stop the video. Man, that's ridiculous. So I'm here again. Well, it happens, unfortunately. But it was good that I have a quick save just before venturing into the water. Now I want to show you the sword. So here it is, 50% critical hit damage bonus. The damage itself is good, 10% chance to stagger and to dismember. But for the level 11 we'll make the Speaker Rook or Spiky Rook, however you like to call it. So Assassin Trousers, I will build them because they're a better version of our current trousers. Now all I have to do is endure one, or not actually one, but we will have another fight. Alright, even 3.
Interesting. Just
Alright, with those potions, we have no chance. Oh, we're gonna trade it, definitely. So, I have the Gwen and the Runestone. I need their 3rd level, and believe it or not, we're gonna buy it from Keira. Keira has all of the recipes for glyphs and runes. We even have a potion to reset our skills. It is quite a lengthy video, but I want to finish everything with Keira. Well, not quite everything, but finish this quest. Get out, get out. Get out.
Something here. Where's that artifact Keira gave me?
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Sure. For more experience. Alright, we're gonna help her, although he's using us.
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Let's give her the one, because this will unlock another quest.
We're certain to find something here.
Besides, Keira helped us.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Indeed.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet, like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
Oh, here they are. The first one. With a beast. Here you have a beast and now a man. So he can do. Obviously, this is the first one because he has neither a beast nor something to sing. Good. Well, the second is by the first and plays a tune, and he hasn't got a beast.
Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
And now we should remember that the third one has a beast, and both of them has a beast, but the fourth one is not besides the first one. So this should be the third one. Alright, and this is the fourth one. If you don't make it right, a raid will spawn every time. It worked, of course, because I used my brain, Keira.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulchre.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for? So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Sage notes. Day 3275. Final conclusions regarding the lamp. Well, this sage is living quite a lot. My experience with the magic lamp unequivocally confirmed that by using it, active centers of condensed spiritual energy can be coaxed into contact and can communicate a limited set of the being's lost memories. Laura Doran's remains, however, emit entirely inert spiritual energy, despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Laura remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. And here, my viewers, there is a question mark 2 actually. you shouldn't miss. Because you need to go through all of these caves alone this time, without Keira.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
Hidden sign increase. Let's see.
Just wonderful.
Just wonderful. Ooh. Ah. Good job, Keira. Enhanced necrophage and Torhan. Oh, well. It was about time that we have an enhanced necrophages or enhanced illicit. Necrophage, Spectre Oil, Vampire Oil now. So we need Hybrid Oil, and of course the ingredients for the superior hangman hand venoms. Enhanced Black Blood, very important. Ocean. Actually, ironically, this armor is even better than our Cimmerian armor, which is ridiculous. But still, the Nilfgaardian armor is even better, too, by the way. And we can have it at level 10. It is good looking. Maybe I will change the build only because the Nilfgaardian armor is awesome. And unfortunately, I won't make so much damage. But still. Why not? Why not? At least I'll be able to cast Science fast. Then this will be the plus. So maybe I will reset. I don't know. You have to decide. But really, the Nilfgaardian armor is much better for my gear. So I'll do it. I'll do it definitely. I want to be with the Nilfgaardian armor until perhaps level 20. 6-7 when we get the chance. Actually, level 22 we'll have the wolf armor set. That's what I'm going to do. Here, ooh, we have racing saddle. And here they are. Copages, good, good. So now we may go.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
We already did this, Geralt.
We going? Nahalani's eye. Ought to use it.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Keira.
An invitation from Keira Metz. And now you see we need not only 1000 experience but 1500. Oh, we won't travel by boat now because you have the chance. You see me soon. I'll use the harbor. Although, let me do it. Maybe if I kill the Devourers, I will have the superior hangmans right away. Why not? Either I'll be killed or you'll kill me. Oh, plate from the bits. Interesting. Plate from the bits. Ah, look so special. So, these are all things. No, they are rot fiends, they are not devourers. Whoa! Yes. We continue our path. I will save now and stop the video. But, let me safely arrive. Get out of Viridia. With his boat. Humble. Alright, it's fine. I think that now the quest will be unlocked about the greedy god. Because... Huh? Careful. A Foglet? Man. Not again. Can this Foglet kill me? What? Second? Really? A second Foglet? Man. Oh. I won't have time to use the Moondust. I know that you lower my Gwen. So two Foglets. Not level 10, by the way. Oh, here they are.
The god demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy runt. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
Well, we're gonna save here. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.